referred to me as Boy Barak. But it's not about him today, it's about Mom. Where do I begin? 41 years of life with her. As a coach, I do a lot of talking. Normally I talk too much. So 41 years, probably get an hour a year. We'll be here for a couple more days. So I've got to shorten it down to about 10 to 15 minutes. So the first thing I thought of, and when I think of my mother, I think of her hands. And so we probably need to go way back to the beginning of Mom's life. And if you know her hands very well, because you sat in her lap, watched her read books, watched her prepare a meal, you know there's a scar right here on this left middle finger, I believe. And that happened when she was really young, on Grandma's farm, I believe, when she stuck her finger in the well pump for the story. And if it wouldn't have been for that day, and for my grandmother and great-grandmother, who told the doctor, no, we're not going to let you amputate that finger, this story would have been told wholly different. Because her grandmother and her mother said, no, she's going to play the piano. And she needs all 5 fingers. And so we're very grateful for those hands that nurtured us every day, provided meals, picked apples. Many times on the way to church, she had them soaking in juice of some sort, usually linen juice or rhubarb, to get the stains off of them because of her 6 days of work and now the day of rest. But those hands mean so much to me because they've created who I am and who we are. When I was moving from the farm with my wife to Fort Wayne, I had a conversation with my father because I was concerned, because my parents taught me how to work. And I remember my father-in-law, and I remember asking him, I'm concerned about moving to the city because how am I going to teach my kids how to work? He looked at me and said, you don't teach your kids how to work. You show them. Mom and Dad show us how to work. They taught us so many things. So I wrote a list real quick of some things that I learned by their example. And most of them have love in them, because life lesson number 1 is love is the best thing in the whole world. So she taught me the love of God, the love of books, the love of music, the love of apples, although thinning was no fun. If you've ever thinned apples, it's incredibly boring. But man, they're fond memories. She taught me the love of gardening. That was a hard lesson. Many weeds were pulled, many hours spent in the 3-acre garden, but now I love it. I love the fruits of those labors. She taught me the love of basketball. That's why I'm a basketball coach. Good thing she didn't love Cubs baseball. I might have been a baseball coach. Because when we pulled the TV out, 1 season a year to watch Purdue basketball, that's when I fell in love with basketball. She taught me the love of competition. I think I get my competitive drive from my mother. If you've ever played cribbage, Scrabble, watched a Purdue basketball game, you know she has a strong competitive desire in her, and she instilled that in all of us. She taught me the love of Sunday dinners and the moments spent around that table. In fact, on Sunday at 1:57, she went to see the Lord after Sunday dinner. She didn't want to leave any time sooner. She had to be there for that one last Sunday dinner. Taught me the love of family, the love of a good sale. I still can't help but slow down when I drive by a garage sale. I think, maybe the thing I need is there. In fact, it wasn't until early in my marriage that I found out you could actually go to the store and buy things you needed and not just have to luck upon them at a garage sale or a rummage sale. So, my wife taught me that. She taught me the love of laughter, the love of piano music, the love of singing, which came in really handy when I started courting my wife, our future wife, when I learned to sing to her, much like my father would sing to my mother. She taught me the love of relationships, which is what life's so founded on. She taught me the love of holiday gatherings, the love of the smell of an apple pie in the oven, or really any pie, or any pastry, or anything that Mom would bake, when it would just fill the room, and you'd walk in and you know it's time for supper. She taught me how to love to work hard, the love of quotes, which I use all the time in my profession. She taught me how to care so deeply that it hurts, how to love with grace and forgiveness, and she modeled unconditionally love and how to pray without ceasing. We're blessed to have Mom and Nancy in our lives. This room attests to that. I often heard it said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. She modeled that. Another one, people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. She made us all feel loved. She all made us feel like we were the most special person in the room. And really the only person in the room when there was 25 people in the room. Some of my quotes that I loved from her, that I pass on, that my brothers haven't mentioned yet. If you don't pass this test now, you'll have to take it over again. I hated tests. And so many times in a tough time, I'll think to myself, man, I sure hope I pass this test. I do not want to take this one over again. Thanks, Mom. If you don't have the rain, you won't enjoy the sunshine. And every time I left to play a basketball game, she would look at me and she would say, play like the winner you are. And I'm thankful for that. My mother-in-law often said, every pot has its lid. Well, Dad, she was the perfect lid for you. You guys couldn't have matched each other any better. Very different, but perfect for each other. You modeled a marriage, she modeled a marriage that I wanted to duplicate. So I picked a woman that had mother's heart and compassion and a combination of your drive. And I'm very fortunate for her. A normal life, that's what I thought I lived. Because doesn't everybody eat dinner at 7 o'clock with 10 people? Doesn't everybody have a 3-acre garden? Doesn't everybody have 650 apple trees? Doesn't everybody sell them to strangers that drive up your driveway? Doesn't everybody have piano play from 3 to 7 while the meal's being made? So you listen to piano music of perfectly strange people coming into your house. That's normal. Who knew that was not normal? And I'm so thankful that I did not have a normal life. Mom would read to me. She may have read to me more hours than all of you guys when she homeschooled me. Mom's curriculum was, Barak and I were going to sit on the couch, and I'm going to read to him until he learns how to read. And she saved me. Much like many of you, in different ways. Saved you from whatever your destiny and rewrote your life. But one particular book that she read, and it wasn't even our favorite book, but it really was a moment that I'll never forget, because we can all close our eyes and we can all remember sitting on the couch with her, huddled around her, listening to the words, was The Day No Pigs Would Die. And it's not a real popular book, I don't know. I just read some reviews on it. It was horrible reviews. Not sure why she read it, but probably because she ran out of books to read to me. But there was a moment in the book because the father was a butcher. And on his funeral day, was the day no pigs would die. And so I've often thought about this moment, and I was like, today's the day no pies would die. Because she didn't make one for us. But I'm thankful for all the ones she did. I often tell my team, I won't know if this year's a success until 5 to 10 years down the road. Well, I think that's modeled from my mother. Because you can tell her life has been a success. Not from the moment, not from the day, but from the legacy that she's left. And the lives that are being changed. Ann mentioned the quote earlier. Anyone can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in a seed. And that's Mom. I often say my team never loses. We just run out of time. If we would have had a little more time, we would have come back and won. We've not lost Mom. We know where she is. Where she'll be greatly missed. She won't be replaced, and we'll develop a new normalcy in our house. But she is not lost. But unfortunately, we've just ran out of time. Thank you so much for gathering with us. We appreciate it.